Okay, now we will see how heap sort algorithm works. Before going into heap sort algorithm, first we need to know what is a full binary tree and what is a complete binary tree. Because heap sort works based on complete binary tree. What is full binary tree? Full binary tree means each node in full binary tree has two children except leap nodes. If we ignore leap nodes in this example, 1 has 2 children and 2 has 2 children and 3 has 2 children. That's the reason this is a full binary tree. What is complete binary tree? Complete binary tree means when we insert a node in a tree, we first insert it as a left child. If the left child is already there, then only we insert it as a right child. If we start from root node, when we insert 2, we inserted it as a left child. When we insert 3, because 2 is already there, then we inserted it as a right child. When we insert 4, we have inserted it as a left child. Always we insert elements in complete binary tree from left to right. And this is a complete binary tree, and we will take some examples and see what are all complete binary trees and what are all not complete binary trees. I have taken few examples, and let us see which tree is complete binary tree and which tree is not a complete binary tree. I start from this, and this is a complete binary tree because when we insert 2, we inserted it as left child. So this is complete binary tree. And here if we take this example, this is not a complete binary tree because 2 is supposed to be inserted as a left child, and we ignored left child and we inserted it as a right child. That is the reason this is not a complete binary tree. And here if we see all the first we inserted a left child and then right child, again we inserted it as a left child. So this is complete binary tree. And if we take this example, and here 4 is supposed to come here, but we have inserted 4 as a right child. So this is not a complete binary tree. Now we will see how heap sort works. In heap sort there are two types of heaps. One is min heap and max heap. In max heap we will make sure that parent node is greater than its children. In min heap parent node should be smaller than its children. That's the only difference, and the procedure is same for both min heap and max heap. And as we already know, heap sort works based on complete binary tree. First we need to construct complete binary tree. Here this is the input and we will construct complete binary tree. Let's do that. I will start with the first element, that is 1. I will add it to the tree. And next I will move on to 10. Because we are building complete binary tree, first I will add it as a left child. And we will verify whether it is satisfying max heap property, that is child node should be less than parent, and here 10 is not less than 1, so we will swap these two. Ten should be here and 1 should come here. I will move on to the next element, that is 6. I will insert 6 as a right child because left child is already there, and we will verify whether it is satisfying max heap property or not. Child node should be less than parent. Yes, it is satisfying. Then I will move on to the next element, that is 5, and 5 I will insert here, and after inserting we will check whether it is satisfying max heap property. Child node should be less than its parent, but here it is not. 5 is greater than its parent. We will swap these two. Five should come here, 1 should come here, and again we will compare 5 with its parent. 5 is already smaller than 10, so I will stop here and I will move on to the next element, that is 12. We insert 12 here, and I will compare whether 12 is smaller than its parent. No, 12 is not smaller than its parent. We will swap these two. 12 should come here and 5 should come here. Again I will compare whether this is smaller than its parent. 12 is not smaller than its parent, so we will swap these two. Twelve should come here and 10 should come here. Now I will move on to the next element, that is 3. I will insert it here. Three is already smaller than its parent, so we don't need to do anything here. We are done with constructing binary tree for max heap. In max heap, root node is always greater than remaining elements. So that is the maximum element in the given input. So what we do now is we remove that node and we will add it to the array. Now we are performing deletion on max heap. First I am removing the root node, that is 12. I will add it here. And once we delete root node, so we need to keep last element in the tree as a root node. Last element here is 3. I will keep that as a root node. And we can delete this node here because we have moved it to the root. And after moving last element to the root node, now we need to check whether it is satisfying max heap property or not. Now we will check whether 3 is greater than its children or not. 3 is not greater than its children. We need to swap 3 with max child. Out of 10 and 6, 10 is greater. So we will swap 3 with 10. Three should come here and 10 should come here. Again we will compare whether 3 is greater than its children or not. 3 is not greater than its children, so we will swap 3 with its max child. So out of 1 and 5, 5 is greater, so we will swap 3 with 5. Three should come here. So now 3 is in its right position. And if we see again, the root node is greater than rest of the elements. Now again we perform deletion. Now I remove 10 and add it to the array. We have deleted root node. So what is the last element in the tree? That is 3. And 3 I will add it to the root node again. We will delete this last node. If we compare 3 with its children, 3 is smaller than its children. So we need to swap 3 with its children. But with what node we will swap? Here 5 and 6 is there. So 6 is greater than 5. So with 6 we will swap 3. This is important thing. When we want to swap parent node with children, first we will identify what is the maximum element in the children, and then we will swap it with that node. Here 6 is greater than, so 6 is greater than 5. So with 6 we will swap 3. Six should come here and 3 should come here. Now 6 is in root node and that is the largest element in the tree. So I will remove 6 and will add it to the array. Now we need to add last element in the tree as a root node. Last element in this tree is 1. We will add that as a root node. I remove 1 now. Again we will check whether 1 is greater than its children. No, 1 is not greater than its children. So we need to swap. Here 5 is greater than 3. So with 5 we will swap 1. Now this is a max heap. 5 is greater than rest of the elements. So I will remove 5 and will add it to the array. And again I will add last element as a root node. Here in this tree, last element is 3. I am making that as a root node. So this is already max heap and the root node is 3, that is greater than rest of the elements. So that is I'm removing and adding it to the array. And finally we are left with only one element, so we can directly add it to the array. If you see the elements here, these are already sorted 1, 3, 5, 6, 10, 12. So this is how heap sort works. In heap sort, first we will construct complete binary tree for given input by maintaining heap properties. Then we will remove each node from the tree and we will add it to the array. That is how heap sort works. And if you notice, while inserting we compare from leaf node to root node, but when we delete we compare from root node to leaf node. Now we will see time complexity of heap sort. Because heap sort uses complete binary tree, to add an element to the tree it takes log n time, and we are adding n elements, so that is n log n. So to build complete binary tree on the given input, that is n log n. Again, to delete an element from the complete binary tree, it takes log n time, and we need to delete n elements, that is n log n. Total it is 2n log n. This is again equivalent to order of n log n time complexity. Now we will see implementation of heap sort. To implement heap sort, we don't need to construct tree, we can use array only. So let's see how to implement that. And to get left child of any index, we use this formula 2 into index plus 1, and to get right child we use 2 into index plus 2, and to get the parent of any index we use I minus 1 by 2. We take floor value. And let's start. I'm starting with the first element, that is 1. I can directly add it to the array because array is empty. And parallelly I will construct tree just for visualization purpose. And because 1 we have added, then I will move on to next element, that is 10. 10 I can directly add it to the array at the end. This is exactly equivalent to this one. So once we add value to the array, then we will check whether it is following heap properties or not. After inserting a node, we will compare it with its parent, and if the current node is greater than its parent, we will swap. Here I have inserted 10. How do we get its parent? 10 is at index 1. So to get its parent index, we use this formula, that is parent is equal to I minus 1 by 2. Here I is 1 minus 1 by 2. This is 0. So we will compare element which is at index 0, that is 1. Here 10 is greater than 1. We will swap these two. Ten should come here and 1 should come here. In tree also I will do the same. 10 should be here and 1 should be here. I will move on to the next element, that is 6. I will add directly to the array at the end, and this is equivalent to adding 6 here. And after adding 6, again we will check whether it is following heap property or not, and the current index of 6 is 2. To get its parent, we use this formula again, I minus 1 by 2, that is 2 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. This is also 0 because we take floor value. And if I compare 6 with 10, 6 is already smaller than its parent, so we don't need to do anything here. We can move on to the next element, that is 5. I will add 5 directly to the array at the end, and this is equivalent to adding 5 here. And we will check the heap property now. Index of 5 is 3. 3 minus 1 by 2, that is 2 by 2, and which is equivalent to 1. We will compare 5 with value which is at index 1, that is 1. 5 is greater than 1, so we will swap these two. Five should come here and 1 should come here. In tree also I will update. 5 should come here and 1 should come here. Again from index 1 we will do the same. Whether the value which is at index 1 is following heap property or not, we will check. And for index 1 the parent node is 0. So 5 is smaller than 10. We don't need to do anything. We can stop here and we can move on to the next element. Next element is 12. I will directly add 12 to array at the end, and we will check for heap property, and this is equivalent to adding 12 here. Okay, 12 is at index 4. Let's get the parent for that index, that is 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2, and equivalent to 1 because we are taking floor. So I will compare element which is at 1. 5 is there. 12 is greater than 5. We will swap these two. "12 should come here and 5 should come here. Again I will compare 12 with its parent. 12 is at index 1. For index 1 parent is 0, and at 0 index 10 is there. 12 is greater than 10. These two needs to be swapped. Let's. So we have swapped 12 and 10, and in the tree if we update, it will be like "12 should come here, 10 should come here, and 5 should come here." Finally, we can move on to next element, that is 3. I will add 3 at the end of the array, and we will check whether 3 is following heap property or not. When we add 3 at the end, that is equivalent to adding 3 here. 3 is at index 5. To get the parent index, 5 minus 1 by 2, 4 by 2, that is 2. At index 2, 6 is there. That is already greater than 3. So we don't need to do anything here. So this is how we use array to construct a heap. I hope you got it. Now I will explain how to perform delete operation using array. When we need to delete an element from the tree, what we do? We delete it from the root node, and then we will move last element to the root. Let's do that. I am removing 12 from root node, and I will move 3 to root node. And same thing I will do here. the root node is 12, I will remove it from the array. The last element in the array is 3. I will move it to the first. Heap sort is a in-place sorting. It means we don't need to create new array. We can sort in the same array. So we have removed 12 and I can place 12 at the end because there is an empty space here. I have added 12 here. Once we move last element to the root node, we need to check whether it is satisfying max heap properties or not. And here if we compare 3 with children, 3 is smaller than its children. So let's swap. And here 10 and 6, 10 is greater than 6. So we can swap 3 with 10. We don't stop here. Again we will verify whether it is satisfying max heap property or not. So 3 is smaller than its children. So 5 and 1. 5 is greater than 1. So let's swap it with 5. Five should come here and 3 should come here. Let's do the same here. We have moved last element to first and we need to verify whether it's following max heap property or not. And we need to compare it with children. How do we get children? I will get left child as 2 star index plus 1. Here index is 0. 2 into 0 plus 1. It is 1. And the right index is 2 into index plus 2. That is 2. And at index 1, 10 is there. And at index 2, 6 is there. So out of these two, whichever is maximum, we will swap it with that. And 10 is maximum. And so 3 is smaller than 10. So we will swap it with 10. Ten should come here and 3 should come here. And now we will not stop here. We will repeat the same process. That is what we have done here, right? So I will again verify from here. Again we will calculate left and right for this index. Left child is 2 into 1 plus 1. That is 3. And right child is 2 into 1 plus 2. That is 4. So we need to compare 3 with the elements which is at index 3 and 4. That is 1 and 5. So 3 is less than 5. So we will swap it with 5. And 5 should come here and 3 should come here. We can stop here because this is the leaf node now. So this is how we can perform delete operation using array. Previously we have seen how to construct a max heap for the given input and delete each element from the max heap. But in previous approach, to construct max heap for the given input, it takes order of n log n. But there is a better approach to construct a tree which takes order of n time. That's what is called heapify. Let us see how heapify works. First I will add elements to the tree in the same order without performing any operation. First 1 and next I will add 10 and next 6 and 5, 12 and 3. In heapify, what we do is we will start from last node and we will compare it with its children. If the current node is smaller than its children, we will swap current node with its children. And this process we do it repeatedly until it satisfies max heap property. In heap 5 we will start from last node till root node. Okay, I am starting with 3. 3 does not have any children, so we don't need to do anything. I am moving on to the next element, that is 12. 12 also does not have any children, so we don't need to do anything here. And 5 also does not have any children. So it means we don't need to do anything for the leap nodes in this approach. And let's move on to 6. 6 has one child, and we will compare whether it is greater than its children or not. Yes, it is greater than its children. We can move on to the next element, that is 10. We will compare now 10 is greater than its children or not. 10 is not greater than its children because 12 is there. Out of 5 and 12, 12 is greater element. So we will swap 10 with 12. Twelve should come here and 10 should come here, and 10 does not have any children, so we can stop here. And I will move on to 1 next, and we will check whether 1 is satisfying max heap property or not. Here 1 is smaller than its children, and its children are 12 and 6. Out of 12 and 6, 12 is greater, so we will swap it 1 with 12. One should come here, 12 should come here. Again I will compare 1 with its children. 1 is smaller than its children. So out of 5 and 10, 10 is greater, so we will swap 1 with 10. Ten should come here and 1 should come here. So finally we got the max heap. The time complexity of this approach is order of n. So that is because generally when do we say order of n log n? If each element takes log n time to process, then it is called as n log n. But here if you compare, we can completely ignore leap nodes because it does not have any children. Generally in worst case, leap node contains n by 2 elements. Here you can see out of 6 elements, 3 elements are leaps. So n by 2 elements we can simply ignore. In remaining n by 2 also, we are not processing in log n time because just one level before a leap node, that is this one, needs only one comparison with its children, right? Only one comparison it needs. Only root node takes log n time, and remaining all elements will take less than log n, and the more levels we go down, it will be much less than log n. So we cannot say order of n log n. It will be something like order of n into some constant. Generally for simplicity we ignore constant, and finally we will say order of n time complexity. If you want in-depth analysis, there are proofs available online. Please check it out. Why a max heap 5 time complexity is order of n.
Now we will see how to implement heap sort. In heap sort, for the given input we need to construct heap tree. Then we need to delete each element from the tree. In that way we get elements in sorted order. Previously we have already seen how heapify can be used to construct heap tree for the given input. In heapify we start from last node in the tree and we apply heapify on it. Like that we need to apply all the elements in the tree from leap node to root node. In this example, if I start from last node, that is 3, 3 is already following heap properties because it does not have any children to compare. If I go to previous element, that is 10, 10 is also following heap properties. Basically leap nodes will always follow heap properties because it will not have any children. If I take non-leap node, that is 6, it has a child, so heapify can be applied on this element. When we apply heapify, what we do, we compare it with its children, whichever child is maximum, with that we compare, and if the current element is smaller than its children, then we will swap. Like that we continue this procedure till root node. Here in this example I have applied heap 5 on this tree. Finally we got this result. If I start from 3, because 3 to 5 they are leaf nodes, we can ignore. If I start from 6, 6 is already greater than 3, we can ignore, and 12 is already greater than its children, we can ignore. Here 1 is not greater than its children. It's among its children 12 and 6, 12 is greater than. We compare 12 with 1. 1 is smaller than 12. We can swap these two. So 1 comes here and 12 goes here. Again we compare 1 with its children 5 and 10. 1 is smaller than its children. Here 10 is max child, because out of 5 and 10, 10 is greater element, so we will compare 1 and 10, and 10 goes up and 1 comes down. So this is what final tree once we apply heapify. Let's write logic for heapify. This is the input, and we apply heapify on each element of this array. Then we get max heap tree. Once we apply heapify, we should get result like this: 12, 10, 6, 5, 1, 3. This is the heapify function, which will take input array and current element index on which we are going to apply heapify, and this is last index of the array. And for insertion, this value will not change. This is always last index of the array, but for deletion it will change. It will get decremented by 1 for each deletion. That you will understand it later. For now, take it as it is. To apply heapify on an element, first we will compare that element with its children. So we need to get left child index and right child index to compare. How do we get left child index? That is 2 into current element index plus 1. This is left child index, and we need to also get right child index. That is 2 star current element index plus 2. We got left child index and right child index. Out of those two, whichever child is maximum, we will first identify. I am taking max child index, another variable. I am assigning by default left child index. In case if right child is greater than left child, then we will assign right child index to the max child index. That is it. If input of left right child index is greater than input of left child index, then max child index will be right child index. Now we have identified among children whichever is maximum element. Now we need to compare that element with current element. If current element is less than its children, that is input of max child, then we need to swap these two. I am taking int temp is equal to input of current element index, then input of current element index if the current element is less than its children, we have swapped with its child. And then we cannot stop here. Once we swap, for example here 1 with 12, again from here we need to repeat the same. That's the reason I am calling heapify again. Heapify input, and current element will be this max child index, because we swapped with this. Now our current element is here, so that's the reason max child index will be the current element index, and last index will not change for insertion. keep it as it is. That is it. We are done with writing logic for heapify. But for heapify is a recursive function. For any recursive function we need to write the terminating condition, otherwise it will go into infinity loop. Till when we repeat this process? Till left child is less than last index. In case if left child is greater than last index, then we don't need to do anything. We can stop here and I will return. Sometimes left child might exist but right child might not exist. For example, if assume this is the last node in the tree, left child is equivalent to last index but right child will be greater than last index. That condition we need to write. If right index is less than or equal to last index, then only we perform this operation. So now we have also taken boundary conditions. Let's call this method and see whether it is constructing heap tree or not. And I am calling, so we need in heapify method we need to apply heapify from last element till root node. So that's what I am doing. Last element we get input dot length -1 and I will be greater than 0, greater than I minus minus. Heapify I am calling with the input and current element will be I, and last index is again input dot length -1. And one optimization we can do here is actually we don't need to start from last node, because these are all leaf nodes. Anyhow they are following heap properties, but there is no harm in calling that. If you want to optimize, you can just take it from n/2 to 0. Here instead of taking last index you can write n/2, but I am not doing that. Once we apply heapify on all elements, then I will just print out to check whether heapify is working or not. That is input dot length. I am printing all the elements. Input with space separation. Let's see whether it is giving correct result or not. 12 10 6 5 1 3. This is the result after applying heapify on all elements. And if you see, that is equivalent to this one, 12 10 6 5 1 3. This heapify function is working fine, so I will delete this printing part. Now what we do is we repeatedly delete root elements from the tree until there are no elements exist in that tree. When we delete root node, we will move last node to root node, and then we will apply heapify function on it again. And in terms of array, first element is always root node, and then once we delete it and we move last node to first, and then we will apply heapify function. Let's do that. I am taking last element in a variable last index. First I will delete the root node. Deletion means we will swap first element with the last element. We need to swap root node with last element. Root node is always at index 0. That I will swap it with last element. Once we move last element to first element, then we need to apply heapify on it, but array size will decrease because we have deleted one element. For that reason I am decrementing last index, and we need to apply heapify on the first element. Input, and first element is at index 0 and last index I am passing, and we need to repeat this process until there are no elements in the tree. We need to keep on remove root node. We repeat this process until last index is greater than 0. We have constructed a heap tree by applying heapify on each element of the input, and then we repeatedly deleting root node, and now the input array should contain elements in sorted order. Let's display that and see whether it is working fine or not. I am displaying it with space separation. And we should see elements in sorted order 1, 3, 5, 6, 10, 12. So these are in sorted order. This is how heap sort works, and I am giving link to this code below video description. Please check it out. Thank you.